there. Going into part 4. So part 4. Welcome to part 4. Part 1 was going over the interrogation of the character. Character was being interrogated. Part 2, we realized that character is actually not the proper one for this dimension. It is actually a shapeshifter who transformed into the figure of the actual character from this dimension. Part 3, just finished, is the evil guy actually encountering the people of this dimension and going on his evil monologue and just showing how unhinged he is before saying screw it and talking to himself, which is really talking to them because they have shared memories now and whatnots. So that is the review. Moving on to the actual meat and potatoes, right? We just finished the whole point of him talking to himself, like, no, oh, yes, oh, no, hey, you listen to me, you stop cursing me, how dare you say those things? Meanwhile, he's got duct tape over his mouth, and he's hands tied behind his back, sitting sprawled over in the corner, like, don't you talk to me like that. How dare you roll your eyes? How dare you curse me like that? How dare you curse our wife like that? I'm gonna treat her real good in your absence after I kill you. You know what? I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to let you survive. I'm gonna sell you to a brothel on another planet. Ah, screw that. If I'll let you live, I'll send you to the succubuses. Skip the foreplay. I'm gonna send you directly to the succubuses. How is that a threat? I'm gonna send you to the succubuses to get used like a chew toy. And I'm gonna overlay the memories of you being traumatically tortured as a plaything by succubuses, and I'm gonna overlay that with me torturing your wife the same way the succubuses are toying with you. How about that? She wanted children anyway, and you said you wanted children, so I'll make this dream come true for you. Goodbye! And he just smacks him into another dimension because he has control over them now. It's like, I've been to this dimension before. Smack you over there, because I'm in charge now. Right? So he says, skip the foreplay, I'll just send you there directly while we're still telepathically linked. So I'll have some memories to overlay on that I could just tap into 24/7 while I play with your wife. Right? And the twin phases out of existence as the actual wife of this dimension comes home, just out of sight, as heinous foreplays and cements everything spoken just now to be a truth. Come back to autonomous self-control. You go back to following the life of the twin who actually belongs to this dimension. And you see he's stuck in bed, no longer has the rope on him, but he still has the tape over his mouth. You see him kind of struggling because he's still in an uncomfortable position, but he's still in a similar wooden cabin room as he was before, and he's still on a bed with some sheets and everything, kind of freshly made, kind of, sort of. And he's like, where am I? So he's like, he comes back to autonomousness after transversing dimensions, like, did what I experienced just really happen? This room's kind of bigger than I remember it to be just a moment ago, but was I really just talking with a crazy psychopath or something? Nah, I must be having those weird, crazy vivid lucid dreams or whatever that my brother has had since he was a child, because that was intense. I'm gonna get up, use the bathroom or something, and lay back down while I wait for my wife to get home. I'm gonna have something to her. So he goes to the bathroom, comes out, lays back on the bed, waiting for his wife to come in, and you hear the family of succubuses returning and talking about him. They say his name, but you can kind of tell they probably mean the evil doppelganger version of him, because it should only be one person with the key to this cabinet entering. And my wife wouldn't bring random strangers without at least sending me a text message or, where's my phone, actually? Right? So she's like, whoa, I'm kind of uncomfortable here, but the voice kind of sounds like my wife, but it doesn't. It's because there's more voices over here, and so he just sits there in the room like, my wife will be walking in and she'll explain everything here in a moment, but I'm just going to lay down and rest because my dream is getting insane. So he hears the family of succubuses returning and talking about him and his dimensional doppelgangers when they walk into the bedroom and they're like, oh my god, he's back! It's been so long since you've come to please us personally, my love. Oh, that's definitely not him, dear. He's too weak and frail. There's hardly a firm will in this one to last one round with each of us separately, let alone all of us together for a month without pause, like our real lover. Oh, that's okay. That just means he still knows how to send back some satisfactions for us while away. I don't extend them. I understand them fine. Why can't they understand me? That's right. There's no one who's ever been so kind. Don't be too hard and excited with this one, like the last few. Yes, darling, do be nice, even though you're still growing. If this one is ruined before we each can have even a sample to stave off our own desires, we'll be forced to be sure you're last to enjoy the real man of ours when he returns to keep us from being driven crazy enough to remarry. Oh no, never, I promise. Not even a week, just 2 days. Give me 2 days with this one. And then you can have him the rest of the time to stave off, because my husband, when he returns, is mine and mine first. You all get his fertile scraps. I have his freshest seeds. Only me. Okay, yes, darling. Do be kind enough to leave us some scraps when keeping it to the family, or drastic measures will be taken. Love you. Grabs this unsuspecting twin that's still trying to figure out, how do I understand these alien races, and what the hell are they talking about doing to me right now? What are you implying? Don't come anywhere near me, please. What are these alien races and their clickety clanks, and how do I understand their language? Right? So he gets grabbed up by the claws of the succubus in a struggle trying to get to the bed and go back to sleep. Like, this is a nightmare. I just need to sleep it off. Like, she tears the dimensional doppelganger twin off the bed and into the bathroom as he cries out in terror. It looks like ones from this angle. As he cries out in terror, And cue the montage. Right? And this montage is effectively the succubuses, the family of succubuses, which are all basically second wives to the evil doppelganger, just effectively running a sex train on him, right? The montage is the succubus family training this twin into how to please them sexually before realizing that while weak, he definitely is somewhat enhanced and strengthened by one means or another, because they've been toying with him for a while and they're just discovering new ways to poke and prod at this guy to make him last longer, right? So in this montage, you just see the succubus family sexually training him and toying with him and making him last longer, to the point where he's suffering an untold, unfathomable amount of time at the hands of these succubuses, right? Like, oh wow. Oh wow. And as the evil, and all those are true, right? This weak constitution guy is getting poke prodded and treated like a smex toy, with his wavering will and constitution being converted into something suitable for extensive use in low doses, as the evil doppelganger continues to bed his actual wife in his real dimension and I don't know what word I was trying to write there, but collages I tried to I wrote college and collages, but collage, and makes collages of the growing family numbers with record numbers that would totally make it into a Guinness Book of World Records, even in the myriad of dimensions. He's got so many kids, right? She never missed a single egg. Like any menstrual cycle, she never missed a single one. Every single one possible to be fertilized was definitely fertilized. Okay? Right? And so the evil doppelganger is bedding this man's wife while he is forced to be turned into basically a schmeck slave at the hands of some succubuses in another dimension, knowing that his wife is being fertilized and well seated in his home realm, hitting numbers, and all the while he's being sent postcards and miniature collages every time she gives birth to another child that isn't actually his from a proper marriage. Now, the original ending here is that the final postcard is that, hey, your wife is broken. She died of accumulative internal injuries, because I was doing my darn diggity thing on that. But she's not good at cultivating or anything, like Kegels and all that. The internal injuries kind of compounded from all the pregnancies and this and that. So, yeah, she's used up. And, yeah, this dimension's science isn't good enough. We had to kind of settle with 124 births. She couldn't do any more than that. Maybe if she started giving birth sooner than that, but you weren't putting babies in her before the age of 26, so I could only pump out 123, 124 of her before she died of internal injuries and blood loss and all of those at the age of like 83. She died at the age of 83 after 123 children came out. That's the most I could do for you, boss man. Right? Meanwhile, she, in all of her agedness, died that way, and the evil doppelganger does not even look like he aged a single day. Because, hey, my vitality, stat, and constitution are out of this world. I promise you, I will give her the big family she wanted. And he held true to that promise. He held true to it. It's like she wanted a big family. I let her die without knowing the truth that it was me and it was never you. So she died thinking she was faithful, and you and I know best that all 120 some of these kids are not yours, and they are the great love-making product of me fulfilling a wish that your wife knew she wanted and got exactly that. Even though you were not the one able to fulfill that dream, just know, here's the final collage of me and all the kiddos together. And I did tell them the truth after their mother died. And most of them don't even like you anyway, because you're over there getting gang busted by all the succubusses, okay? But is not even that important. It's cool though. Stay over there in that dimension. No one likes you here. Right? And that's the original one. Right? I'll do another video of the alternate ending and continue on. But hey, that has been the MILLENIANmailmen, and that is all I got. For that is parts 1 through 4 of the sleep paralysis demon, and the ultimate villain there is basically the quote evil doppelganger, right? Pause this. 14 minutes. Cut there and start part 5 with alternate ending right after the break. I gotta pee before I piss myself. Yeah. Oh man. Most of the stop and go aspects of a lot of these theatrical Thursday, if it's not already a common trend, I can already see it being a future common trend, where most of the stop and go and the illiteracy aspects of these theatrical Thursdays, where I'm introducing and reading the draft versions of the thing, it's because they're drafts, right? The final versions, the final drafts, right before I make it like a technical official draft, all those have spoilers, and I don't do spoilers on my channel for the Realm of Millenia book series that I'm writing, right? Even if you're being quote-unquote spoiled about some of the characters and the lore and the world building happening to the Realm of Millenia, you're not actually being spoiled on any like pervasive plots to the novel series I'm writing